Hello, good afternoon students. Welcome back to the new video. Today, I'll be starting with the chapter 9 that is simplifying expressions and solving equations. Before we go into the exercise in the chapter, let me first explain to you what actually do we mean by expressions. Like define an algebraic expression. What does it actually mean? An algebraic expression is a combination of variables and constant. Combination of variables and constant. It's very important to remember that it's a combination of variables and constant connected together by the mathematical operations of such as addition, subtraction, and division. Example: 5x squared plus 2y minus 7. We can see here each of the terms are separated by one is addition, the other one is subtraction. So each terms, as we can see, are all separated by the mathematical operations of this addition and subtraction. That's just an example. An algebraic expression can also be classified as monomial, binomial, trinomial, and polynomials. Example: monomial, which means 1, which contains one term. Say example 2x squared. Binomial. It's important to remember in binomial it contains two unlike terms. Same way 3x squared y minus 5y. Now when we talk about trinomial, it contains three unlike terms. Same way we can take. So it's a very brief example. It's a very brief explanation that I've given you, basing on which we will be solving our questions. So let's go into the exercises. The first exercises we have is 9.1. That means which you will find page number 97. Now, here in the question it says, use the guideline opposite to rewrite this expression. Now, when we talk about the guidelines, when you turn to page number 96, they have given their certain guidelines, following which we are asked to solve the following questions. Say I'll do number A, that is 8 into n. So when we follow the guidelines, it is clearly mentioned that we are not required to use the multiplication sign. So that means we can directly write as 8n. Now, next question, number B, 4 plus m. Same way here also. The guideline says that the variables should be written first and then the number should be written next. That is m plus 4. One more question I will do, that is number K. That is yours 4qp plus 3. Now, as you can see here, what actually we need to do, since we have a negative number in the front, so what we do usually is like we will shift it. So here we get, instead of minus 4qp, let's arrange it first, minus 4. We know q comes later than p, so it becomes minus 4pq plus 3, which we can write together as 3 minus 4pq. I hope students you are clear with this. And then the remaining sums, you can please kindly try at home. If you have any doubts, I'm always open for any queries. Now, we'll move on to the next question. That is from question number 3. From question number 3, let me do number B. That is 8y minus 2y plus 5y. And let me take another one, that is B, let me do I again. 5t minus 3u minus 8t plus 10u. Okay, when we look in the first question, we can see that all the three terms are like terms. That means they have the same variables. As we can see, 8y, 2y, 5y. So what do we actually do is first we arrange it. When you follow both mass, we can see that addition comes first and then followed by subtraction later. So what I can do here is, when I rearrange it, 8y plus 5y minus 2y. So it gives me 8 plus 5. See, listen student here, what happens is like lots of you get confused when you see the variables. There is nothing to be confused about. Always remember, when you have the like terms, you have to focus on the numbers rather than the variables. Since here all the terms are like terms, so 8 plus 5 I get is 13y minus 2y, which gives me 11y. You can do it in two steps. Since I have elaborated a little bit, you can do it either way, vice versa. The choice is totally up to you. Now, when we move on to the next question, you can see here 5t minus 3u minus 8t plus 10u. Even here we can see they are like terms, but the thing is that it is not arranged. So first thing what we do is, as I mentioned earlier, first we will try to arrange it. 5t, we have one more like term, that is minus 8t, right? Followed by minus 3u plus 10u. Okay? Now when we can see, and now as we can see here, 5t minus 8t minus 3u plus 10u. What I have done is I have clubbed in the like terms together. Now we can proceed ahead. So the first two terms we can see 5t minus 8t. Since like terms, forget about the variable. Let's focus on the number. That is, we have positive of 5, that is 5 plus 5 and minus 8. Since minus 8 is bigger, minus 8 plus 5. 8 minus 5, we get it as 13. 8 minus 5, sorry, we get it as 3. Minus 3. Minus 3t. Same here, we have here minus 3 plus 2 is bigger, plus 10 is greater. Plus 10 minus 3 I get plus 7. Now, as we have done in the previous question, that is question number 1, what we can do here, since we have the negative term here, negative integer, so we will shift it. That is 7u minus 3t. Thank you. Now we will we'll go to the next exercise, that is 9.2. In 9.2, the first question, it says, expand each expression. So number 1, let me do question number D. That is 2 bracket W minus 4. And let me do one more, that is D and P. 3, 2AB plus 3C. The question clearly says we need to expand it and then we need to simplify it. So, what we do here is, we have to remove the bracket. So in this regard, the first thing we do is like, we multiply the first number, that is 2. 2 will be equally multiplied with both W and 4. That is 2 into W minus 2 into 4. So this gives us 2W minus 8. Moving on to the next, again we have to open the bracket. 3 into 2AB, twice AB, plus 3 into 3C. So this gives us 3 into 2 gives us 6AB, plus 3 into 3, 9C. Remember, both are unlike terms, so we cannot proceed ahead again. It stops here. Please don't make the mistake of adding them together, because most of the students which I have seen in the past, they solve everything properly, correctly, but what happens at the end, they either subtract or they either add the unlike terms together. So that should not happen in this case. Now moving on to the next question, question number 2. question number 2. Same. It says the same thing here. Expand and simplify each expression. But here, the question is a little bit longer. So 2x plus 3. Let me do another one. Because question number A, I have already done it in the PPT, so you can refer to that. Let me do B. That is 4y plus 5 plus 2 bracket 2y plus 2. We follow the same thing again here. That is, remove the bracket first. On removing the bracket, what do we get here first? That is 4 into y. 4 gets y gets multiplied by 4. The same again here. 5 gets multiplied by 4 again. Apply the same thing here. That is 2 into twice of y plus 2 into 2. We get here 4y plus 20 plus 4y plus 4. Let's recheck it again. 4 into y plus 4 into 5 plus 2 into 2y plus 2 into 2. Okay, now we can see here there are like terms here. That means the like terms are 4y, the other one we have the numbers. That is 20 and 4. So what we do, we bring the like terms together. 4y plus 4y plus 20 plus 4. When we add these two, we get as 8y plus 24. That's it. And let me do one more sum. It is question number E. Question number E is given here like 6 bracket 5 plus 4 v minus of 4 3v plus 7. So the same thing, let's remove the bracket. On removing the bracket, we get a 6 into 5 plus 6 into 4v minus 4 into 3v. Now this part you have to be careful because by mistake if you write here as plus 4 into 7, that means your answer will be wrong, incorrect. So what we do, whenever minus is there, whenever we remove the bracket and then the minus happens to be in front, what happens? We multiply with the sign that is inside the bracket. So this becomes minus into plus, that is becomes minus 4 into 7. Keep that in mind. So now, let's try to solve. 6 into 5, 6 5 times gives us 30 plus 6 into 4 gives us 24, 24v. 4 into 3, we get 12v minus 4 into 7, 28. Now let's check out the like terms if there is any. Yes, we have 24v, we have minus 12v, we have 30, and then we have minus 28. So what we do is, we'll bring the like terms together first. 24v minus 12v plus 30 minus 28. Always remember, as much as possible, always remember to keep the constant, that is the numbers in the last. 24 minus 12 gives us 12v plus 30 minus 28 gives us plus 2. That's the end of the answer. And we'll move on to the next question. Is question number 3. Question number 3, it says, expand each expression. That is the same thing. Let me do D, that is m minus 4. And let me do n, 3, 5y plus 6. It's the same thing which we have been doing previously. When on removing the bracket, this becomes m into m minus m into 4. M into m gives us m squared minus m into 4. Remember always the numbers to be first and then the variable will follow. There is m into 4 gives us 4m. The same here, the same way. On removing the bracket, we get 3 into 5y plus 3 into 6. We get a 15y plus 18. That's it. It's very simple. The only thing is that you should know when on removing the bracket, the sign it changes. That's a very important thing that you should remember. Now, moving on to question number 4. Here the question says, expand and simplify each expression. A I have already done in the PPT, so you can use it for reference. I'll be doing one question, that is C. That is U, 2U plus 5 minus U plus 3. Let's remove the bracket first. That comes U into 2U plus U into 5 minus U into U minus U into 3. My U looks a little bit like V, but refer back to the question, it's actually supposed to be U only. So U into 2U, I get 2U squared plus 5U minus U squared minus 3U. Let's recheck it again. U into 2U plus U into 5 minus of U into U minus the plus minus U into 3. This gives us 2U squared plus 5U minus U squared minus 3U. So let's bring the like terms together. That is 2U squared minus U squared plus 5U minus 3U. Gives us U squared plus 2U. That's it. Thank you. Now let's move on to the last unit, that is 9.3. Question number 1, it says, work out the value of x and y in each of these diagrams. All measurements are in centimeters. Okay, now next exercise we have 9.3. So the question in the question number 1, it says, work out the value of x and y in each of these diagrams. All measurements are in centimeters. So here in the board, as you can see, I have solved question number B. So, which I'll be explaining you now. We can see here the length and the breadth. We can see the length here, the breadth here. It's a rectangle. Rectangle, which means equal. Opposite sides are equal and parallel as well. So we are asked to find out the value of x and then the value of y. So what I have first done is, like, I have first solved for the value of x, and subsequently I have done it for the value of y. As you can see on my left hand side, when we consider the length 2 bracket x plus 5 equals to 3x plus 1. As I have said, it's a rectangle, the opposite sides are equal and parallel. So, and what I did here was I removed the bracket, that is 2 into x plus 2 into 5 gives us 10 equals 3x plus 1. Here I get 2 into x, 2x plus 10 equals to 3x plus 1. Now, what I have done here again is I have shifted the variables from the right hand side to the left hand side, and what actually happens when we shift, the sign changes. So here 2x remains the same. This 3x, when I shift it to the left hand side, the sign changes to minus 3x. The same goes with the numbers here. 1 remains the same. Plus 10, when I shift to the right hand side, becomes negative of 10. That is minus 10. 2x minus 3x, I get the value as minus x. 1 minus 10, I get as minus 9. Same. Since we have the same signs, minus and minus cancel, the value of x we get as 9. Now we are asked again to find the value of y as well. So following the same method, 4y plus 5 equals to 2y plus 15. So the variables I have brought in one corner, and then the numbers I have shifted in another corner. So 4y minus 2y equals to 15. This plus 5 becomes minus 5. 4y minus 2y, I get as 2y. 15 minus 5, I get as 10. Y equals to 10 divided by 2. The value of y is as 5. Now, we'll move on to the next question. That is question number 3. That is question number 2, sorry. It says, work out the value of x in each of these isosceles triangle. All measurements are in centimeter here, it says. Number A, I have done it in the PPT. You may kindly refer to that. I'll be doing question number B. 27, 3 bracket x plus 5. Since it's an isosceles triangle, it means like two angles and then two sides are equal. That is solution. Let's find out the value of x. 3 bracket x plus 5 equals to 27. Now let's remove the bracket. Implies 3 into x plus 3 into 5 equals to 27. 3 into x, we have 3x plus 15 equals to 27. 3x equals to, now the number 15, let's shift it to the right hand side, 27 minus 15. 3x equals to 27 minus 15, let's see how much we get. 27 minus 15, 7 minus 5, 2, 2 minus, I get as 12. Implies x equals to 12 divided by 3. X equals to, let's recheck it again once. 3, first we have removed the bracket, that is 3 into x plus 3 into 5 equals 27. 3x plus 3, 5 times gives us 15 equals 27. 3x equals to 27 is plus 15. We have shifted to the right hand side, becomes minus 15. So 27 minus 15, as you can see, 7 minus 5, I got 2, 2 minus 1, I get as 1. So 3x equals to 12. X equals to 12 divided by 3. So the value of x we get as 4. Now moving on to the next question, that is question number 3. Work out the value of y in each of these shapes. All measurements are in centimeters. Again, question number 3, I shall do B. That is 8y minus 5, 3 bracket y plus 5. As you can see, it's a parallelogram. That means opposite sides are equal and parallel. We'll use the same method, the same way as we have done for question number 2 and question number 1. Solution: 3 bracket y plus 5 equals to 8y minus 5. Twice. Let's remove the bracket. I get 3 into y plus 3 into 5 equals to 8y minus 5. 3 into y gives us 3y plus 15 equals to 8y minus 5. So here I get, let's try to bring the variable together. That is 3y minus 8y equals to minus 5 plus 15 becomes minus 15. So 3y minus 8y we get here as minus 5y equals minus 5 minus 15 gives us minus 20. Minus and minus can be cancelled. Y equals to 20 divided by 5. We get the value of y as 4. Let's recheck again. 3y, 3 bracket y plus 5 equals to 8y minus 5. On removing the bracket, we get as 3 into y plus 3 into 5 equals to 8y minus 5. 3 into y, we get 3y. 3 into 5, 15. 8y minus 5. 3y, I've shifted the variable from the right hand side to the left hand side. That is minus 8y equals to minus 5 remains the same. Plus 15 becomes minus 15. So 3 minus 8, we get minus 5. Y equals to minus 5 minus 15, we get minus 20. So sign will get cancelled, minus minus cancel. So y equals to 20 divided by 5. Finally we get the value of y as 4. So with this, I conclude the unit, that is unit 9, simplifying expressions and solving equation. Now I would like to request you, dear students, dear boys and girls, please, you can go through the textbook and please make sure that you practice and then maintain it in your copybook. And the assignments are put in the PPT, that is from end of the unit review. Wishing you all the best, do well, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay hopeful. Thank you.